Yeah, what's up, everyone? Welcome to FILMspiration, the place where filmmakers come to get inspired. My name is writer-director Edgar Ibarra. Let's get down to business, lunch hour style, again, here in the car. But yeah, I wanted to come at you guys because I wanted to hit on a topic of basically you working for other people and why you will always work for other people, especially in the indie guerrilla film hustle. Now, here's what I mean by that. When people place their trust in me to write, direct, shoot, and edit the core four that I love to do, it's something that I take very, very serious, and I'm very honored and very humbled when somebody gives me a shot and somebody places that faith, hopefully heavily based on, my body of past work, which is there, and of course you can always check that out in the links below in the description of this video. But what I'm getting at is I work for my cast and my crew. They don't work for me. I work for them because they've given me that opportunity to go ahead and take their energies, their talents, their time, and be able to harness it toward a vision that we can all work toward. Now, that's something that I take very, very seriously. So, I don't like to fall into the whole, well, it's Hollywood and I got to have my director's chair and all that bullshit. I take it very seriously and I'm super humbled, but at the same time understand and I acknowledge that I got to come through. Now, full disclaimer with regards to my films and, my cinema and whatnot, are they the greatest films that, the world's ever seen? No. And I will never be on such a proud and egotistical high horse that I'm going to say, I'm the greatest filmmaker ever. But, I do what I can given the resources and, more importantly, the people that give of their time and of their energies. And I take that very seriously. And I take very seriously also the notion that I need to come through. And I am so... I don't know, I'm just humbled, and I'm thankful for the people who throughout the years have been able to look at my work and say, all right, cool, this, Edgar knows, what he's doing. I'm going to give him some of my time and some of my energies. And that means the world to me. But it means the world to me not because it places me above anybody else in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't. It means the world to me because it gives me a shot to then go ahead and take your talents and take your resources and basically take everything that you bring to the table, you guys being talent in front of as well as behind the camera too, and being able to do something with it. That said, some projects may take a little longer than others, and in the case of, for example, All We Have, still working on that, still banging that out. I'd rather take my time, not for the sake of taking time, but I'd rather do the people that gave of their time, their energy, and the faith that they placed in me, do all of them and do the script and the story justice by taking a little time to, and I know it's been more than a little time, but by basically taking the time to do it justice, to be able to have a final product and say, wow, cool, Edgar did his thing, and the time and the energy that I gave of myself to him, was not in vain. And so, that's what I take serious. I mean, same thing with this upcoming project that I'm really excited to share with you guys starting next Monday. Tune in for that. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's a smaller side project, but still though, you'll know what I'm getting at. But still though, there are other people involved, and with these other people, again, my heart just flutters with joy. I don't know if that was a word to use, but flutters with joy or beats with joy. You get what I mean. My heart's filled with joy because another group of people said, yeah, you know what? Let's do something and let's give Edgar a shot. So I'm yeah, in a sense, the leader of this coming project, but no one works for me. I want to make it very clear. I work for other people because I have to work for other people. I have to work very hard for other people. I have to work very hard to make sure that we bang out a script that's interesting, that's compelling, that's engaging. I have to work very hard to make sure that we're all on the same page. And then, especially when we execute on it, I have to work very hard. So I have to work, period. And I have to make sure that I come through with that work. And so again, it's just like I work for other people. There's really no other way to say it. And the moment you think people work for you, you know, cool. And I hope that it's coming from a healthy place. I hope it's coming from a good place when you do say that. I don't like to look at it that way personally, but if you do, great for you. I hope that you're putting like lots of money into people's pockets, or at least something into people's pockets. But I work for people in the case of what I've always done. Even when I have put money into people's pockets, I still need to get the product done. I still need to want to be the one to sit down and edit in those very late nights till, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 a.m. Or maybe I get up at 4, maybe I get up at 5, those very super duper early mornings after a good night's rest. I'm still the one working for people. You should always work for people. You should always work for your actors and your actresses. There's really no other message in this video that I want to deliver other than that. One of the things I've always found fascinating is that people are surprised that I'm the guy that does, at least, you know, in my case, those core 4, the writing, shooting, directing, and editing. It's because I love to put my hands in the dirt. I love to get down and dirty. I love to do a lot of that work myself. I don't like to outsource those 4 things. I don't like to take my ideas to other people and, you know, hope somebody else is going to bring my ideas to life. I just realized that I got a really bad glare in my glasses. Let me go ahead and take these off. You know, I don't like to do that. I like to be the one that gets my hands dirty and, you know, lie on the ground to get that shot with the camera. Or, you know, I also like to be the one that sits down to do a lot of the late night editing, just because it's part of my DNA to shoot, write, direct, and edit. It's a labor of love that I really don't mind, especially when you consider that really only 2 of those things go on simultaneously, which is the shooting and the directing. Yes, I know there's a lot of criticisms out there. A guy that directs shouldn't shoot, and a shooter shouldn't direct. Well, guess what? I'm doing it, and it's been working for a little while. But yes, I understand the criticisms, but like, I care. Anyway, that aside, because I don't care, I do those 2 things simultaneously, and really those are the only 2 that have crossover at the same time. And the benefit of being able to do so also is that when you're the guy running the camera and the director, and your eye is in, you know, that eyepiece, you know when you have what you need, and you know when you don't, and when you need to do another take, and you know when you need to show the talent, like, you know, what it is that they could or should improve upon, or like the tweak that you would like them to make, like you want them to see. But you know these things when you're doing those 2 things at the same time. Now, the writing, that's on the front end of the whole process, and the editing, that's on the back end. So again, really, it comes in phases. It's not like I'm doing all 4 at the same time. But what I'm getting at there is that I'm always humbled, and I get a little smile when I see that look on people's faces, like, oh, you do all of that. You get your hands dirty. I love getting my hands dirty. I love doing all of that. I love those late nights of the work that a lot of other people don't want to put in, you know, like not actors and actresses. I'm talking about, like, you know, the DPs out there that maybe don't want to edit. If you don't want to edit, that's fine. That's your thing. That's just the way you roll. I roll this way. Respect to the way you roll also, by the way. So I'm not trying to say my thing is better, or my techniques or my ways are better or worse, or anybody else's are better or worse. It's not what I'm getting at. So what I'm saying is, I love to get my hands dirty. I love to roll around in the dirt and make the shit happen. I love it. It's just part of the process. And frankly, I hope I never grow out of that, because I love to put in that work, and the work that is for everyone else. The work that I like to consider me working for other people and doing those 4 things. God, I've been so blessed for, we do some math, from 1994 till now, 25 years or so of just, you know, doing things like that, putting in the work. I just saw a car totally go over a curb, and some people and drivers. Another topic. Anyway, I just love to put in that work, and I love to work for people. I love to work for my actors and my actresses. I love to work for them and deliver. And I will never take for granted the faith, the trust, and the hope that they place in me to deliver. And that's why I take it super, super seriously. And I hope all of you out there will always take it super seriously too. Learn to be the people, or the one, if you're like a 1 or 2 person crew. Learn to be the people that, you know, just you roll up your sleeves and you put in a good day of work. And then after that, not just the day of the shoot, but also, like, you know, those late nights when no one else is around and you got to bang out a scene and you're half dead and you got to brew a cup of coffee, or maybe, you know, super duper early in the morning, 4 or 5 a.m., etc. You get it. You get what I mean. Be that person. Be that person, and be okay with working for other people in that sense. Be the humble person that says, you know what, I work for you, and that's that, because that's just the truth. And you know what, maybe if I'm just yapping on and, you know, at the other end of this video you're like, you know what, fuck this Edgar dude, then excuse my language, but you know what, then I got nothing to say to you then. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you probably have a different way of doing it. And I'm not talking about, you know, you guys at you know, at the indie level of like, oh, we only have 50,000 or 100,000 or $500,000 to work with, we're suffering, poor us, boo-hoo. No, I'm talking about you guys that have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 maybe, shit, even if that. I'm talking to you guys, okay? All of you other people, kudos to you, got the money, cool. But I'm speaking to, you know, the people with a script, 1 camera maybe, or even your cell phone. You know, I'm talking to you guys who you have everything. You have a phone, you have the internet, you have friends, you got a script. Put in the work for your actors, and work hard and make it worth it. Make it worth it, because you work for them. Don't, at least that's my 2 cents. Oh, so going back to my other thought, I get derailed pretty often. These people just chilling out in the background. You know, maybe you're going to be like, you know what, screw this Edgar, like, you know, blah, whatever. Cool. That's how you roll. This is just how I roll. And so, yeah. So I'm about a broken record right now. Got nothing else to say on this video other than that. Just, you work for other people. You work for other people. And this is why. Because you need to see it through. Filmmaking, glamorous, sexy, I get it. But don't forget, it's show and business. The show part is the entertainment part. The business, you got to get down to business. Now, you know, again, mathematics, the money, budgets, etc. That's part of the business part. In my case, I also weave into that things like follow through, the discipline to follow through. You got to get down to business in the show business. Anyway, just yapping on now. I'm going to cut myself off, but I love you guys all. Run out there, do your thing. Simple as that. No new messages. Maybe get tired of like, oh, Edgar always says the same shit over and over again. It's because it's what I believe. It's because it's what's always worked for me. So I will deliver the same message to you again and again and again. If you have a higher power, consult your higher power. That's between you and your higher power. No one else. No other human being. Beyond that, maybe if you want to consult, I don't know, another human being's great. But what I'm getting at, what I always get at the end of my videos is, run out there, do your thing, tell your stories. If you don't know how to do something, shoot, audio, whatever, get on the Googles, get on the University of YouTube, tuition is free, figure it out, do it. Run out there and do it, but you do it. And just make your dreams come true, tell your stories. Got nothing else for you. I will always deliver from right here, straight from the heart, to each and every single one of you all, every single time. Twitters, the YouTube, so on YouTube, hit subscribe, and also that little bell, that way you're notified next time I make a new video. The Facebooks, give us a like, jump on that page, pick your poison. YouTube, Facebook, those are the 2 biggest long form platforms. Of course, the Twitters, the Instagrams below. Haven't been too active on those. I do apologize, but the Twitters, the YouTubes and the Facebooks, always. Love you guys all. Run out there, tell your stories. Talk to you guys later. Adios.